And our Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel. Let them return and camp over against Pihahiroth, which is between Magdal and the sea, against Beelzephon. In sight thereof you shall camp upon the sea. And Pharaoh will say concerning the children of Israel, They are straitened in the land, the desert has shut them in. And I will harden his heart, and he will pursue you. And I will be glorified in Pharaoh and in all his army, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. And they did so. And it was told to the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was changed toward the people. And they said, What meant we to do, that we dismissed Israel from serving us? Therefore he made ready his chariot, and took all his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots that were in Egypt, and captains of the whole army. And our Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, the king of Egypt, and he pursued the children of Israel. But they went forth with a mighty hand. And when the Egyptians pursued their steps going before, they found them encamped at the seaside. All Pharaoh's horses and chariots, and the whole army were in Pihahiroth against Beelzephon. And when Pharaoh approached, the children of Israel, lifting up their eyes, saw the Egyptians behind them. And they feared exceedingly, and cried to our Lord, and said to Moses, Perhaps there were no graves in Egypt, therefore thou hast taken us thence to die in the wilderness. Why wouldest thou do this in bringing us out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we spoke to thee in Egypt, saying, Depart from us, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it was much better to serve them than to die in the wilderness. And Moses said to the people, Fear not, stand, and see the great wonders of our Lord that he will do this day. For the Egyptians, whom now you see, you shall no more see forever. Our Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And our Lord said to Moses, Why criest thou to me? Speak to the children of Israel, that they go forward. But thou lift up thy rod, and stretch forth thy hand upon the sea, and divide it, that the children of Israel may go in the midst of the sea by dry ground. And I will harden the heart of the Egyptians to pursue you, and I will be glorified in Pharaoh, and in all his host, and in his chariots, and in his horsemen. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I shall be glorified in Pharaoh, and in his chariots, and in his horsemen. And the angel of God that went before the camp of Israel, removing himself, went behind them. And together with him the pillar of the cloud, leaving the forefront, stood behind, between the Egyptians' camp and the camp of Israel. And it was a dark cloud, enlightening the night, so that they could not come to each other the whole night. And when Moses had stretched forth his hand upon the sea, our Lord took it away with a vehement and burning wind blowing all the night, and turned it into dry ground, and the water was divided. And the children of Israel went through the midst of the dry sea, for the water was as it were a wall on their right hand and their left. And the Egyptians pursuing went in after them, and all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and horsemen through the midst of the sea. And now the morning watch was come, and behold, our Lord, looking upon the Egyptians' camp through the pillar of fire and the cloud, slew their army, and overthrew the wheels of the chariots, and they were borne into the depth. The Egyptians therefore said, Let us flee from Israel, for the Lord fights for them against us. And our Lord said to Moses, Stretch forth thy hand upon the sea, that the waters may return to the Egyptians upon their chariots and horsemen. And when Moses had stretched forth his hand against the sea, it returned in the first break of day to the former place. And the Egyptians fleeing away, the waters came upon them, and our Lord enwrapped them in the midst of the waves. And the waters returned, and overwhelmed the chariots and the horsemen of all Pharaoh's army, who following were entered into the sea. Neither did there so much as one of them remain. But the children of Israel marched through the midst of the dry sea, and the waters were unto them instead of a wall on the right hand and on the left. And our Lord delivered Israel on that day out of the hand of the Egyptians. And they saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore, and the mighty hand that our Lord had exercised against them. And the people feared our Lord, and they believed our Lord and Moses his servant.